So President Trump did a Made in America product showcase yesterday, and he said some words about how great he is and how he's doing as president. And at one point, he said this about the number of jobs created under his administration. He said, quote, "In Pennsylvania 2 weeks ago, they opened a mine, the first mine that was opened in decades. Opened a mine. And, you know, all the people that were saying the mining jobs, well, we picked up 45,000 mining jobs in a very short period of time, and everybody was saying, well, you won't get any mining jobs. We picked up 45,000 mining jobs." Okay, so this is Trump 101 now. This is what he does. He'll go out there, give a speech where he's shooting from the cuff. Shooting from the cuff? Is that a saying? I think it is. But if it's not, we made up a new one. And he'll just kind of ramble. But there is one thing that he has in his favor when he does this. Confidence. So he'll bumble around and he'll talk and he'll, look, let me just tell you. I have to tell you, believe me. Believe me, folks. Believe me. We're going to make America great again. He just goes. And he says so much shit, he hits you with like a monsoon of bullshit, but it's so much that it overwhelms people, fact checkers, journalists, whoever, and he gets away with saying most of it. And then, of course, even if you correct his ass, more people see the original speech than they see the fucking fact check that comes later on. But listen to that number. He said 45,000 mining jobs. We picked up 45,000 mining jobs in a very short period of time. So there were some journalists watching this, and they decided, that doesn't sound right. Let me fact check it. Well, it turns out, you go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, take a look at this. There were just 500 coal mining jobs that have been added since Trump took office, and there are only about 50,800 such jobs in total in the country. He nearly took credit for every single mining job in the United States of America. He said 45,000 were created under his administration. It was 500. When there's no accountability, there's no accountability. I mean, we just did the story before. He ripped Hillary Clinton and Ted Cruz and said, sellouts to Wall Street, to Goldman Sachs. They're their puppets. That's what they are. That's who they are. And then he's appointed, like, countless Goldman Sachs officials to his administration. And he doesn't even do it like a more savvy politician would do it, which is you get people who are linked to the bank but not directly from the bank so that there's, plausible deniability. What do you mean? I had no idea there were connections to Goldman Sachs. They just know somebody who knows somebody who's at Goldman Sachs. No, Trump's like, all right, I'm going to hire the president of Goldman Sachs. And they write the tax plan. They present the tax plan. Steve Mnuchin, Gary Cohn, literally, they wrote the tax plan and they presented it. They were the ones who gave the speeches. All right, here's our tax plan. You're from Goldman Sachs. You're from a criminal organization that did fraud as a business model and rigged the economy in favor of yourself and against regular people. And lo and behold, his tax plan is nothing but a giant giveaway to the rich and the corporations and to Wall Street, and it shifts the tax burden onto the middle class. Did you know, under Trump's tax plan, get this, the bottom 50% or so of the country, bottom 48%, 47% of the country, they get a tax cut of a whopping $40. They each get $40. The people in the top 0.1% or top, I think it's 0.1%. They get $940,000 each. So it's just tax cuts geared towards the mega rich. But this is what this guy, the forgotten man will never be forgotten again. This is what he does. We're doing tremendous tax cuts, unbelievable tax cuts for the middle class. Believe me, let me just tell you. But then when you look at the details of it, that's not true at all. The tax cuts are going to the rich. We're going to do an amazing healthcare bill. It's going to be the best healthcare bill, one of the best healthcare bills the world's ever seen, I have to tell you. The fucking thing has a 16% approval rating. Why? Look at it. It cuts Medicaid. $800 billion worth. It kicks more people off of health insurance. Millions more. We're going to have a total of like 50 million people uninsured. So you're going to do healthcare reform and make it worse. You're going to kick more people off their insurance. The fuck is that? How do you do that? It's going to be tremendous, let me just tell you. So he has this remarkable ability to be so immensely disconnected from reality that the facts say one thing and then he's just fucking just sheer bombast and arrogance and confidence going in the other direction. And then there's enough people in the country where they're, oh, I don't know, I guess I trust Trump because fake news media is fake news. Look, I despise mainstream media. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But that doesn't mean Trump is good. And that doesn't mean he's telling the truth, because he most certainly is not. And doing your own inquiry and your own fact-checking will quickly reveal that. It's no wonder, though, to be fair, that he has the lowest approval rating of any president at this point in his presidency in the past 70 years. So even though there's a small vocal minority that's loudly in favor of him, that number is dwindling more and more every day. And he's doing the worst of all the presidents in the past 70 years. And with facts like this, it's easy to see why.